Wargaming decided they need another assembly shop. Now, what does that mean? There are specific tanks that if you spend your hard-earned credits, bonds, gold, experience, you could end up with a tank. Now, you could be asking, which tank? Well, there's two up for grabs on this new assembly shop that is going to be running from the 1st of August up to the 4th. So basically it's going to be starting from tomorrow, more or less. And it's going to be two tanks, one German and one Soviet. Guess which one is going to be the Soviet tank? Ta-da! Right in front of your eyes. The Soviet tank that is going to be on offer is the OBJ452K. When on the other hand, the German tank that is going to be on offer is the Tier 10 KPZ 07P. Both are heavies. Both are heavy tanks. Very different from each other, though, I must say. They're quite different. So, first of all, they're not going to be coming with any camo, like when they were first introduced in the first assembly line the previous time. It's going to be just a tank, so if you want to buy it, have in mind you're not getting any camo with it. You're going to have to use one of the ones that you already have in your store, but that's no big deal. Who cares about camos anyway? Look at this. There's so many camos given for free during playing these games, so it's not like they're holding back on anything special if they're not giving you a camo. That's the way I see it anyway, but I don't know. To each his own, I guess. Maybe someone else would have preferred it with a camo. So, since the World of Tanks decided to come back with an assembly, and since I happen to have both of these tanks, the KPZ and the KPZ-07 and the Object 452, I think it will be good to talk a little bit about them at the beginning and see if any info that I give you will be of any quality for your thinking. If you're thinking to spend your resources to buy them, it's going to be up to you at the end of the day. It's your pocket. So let's talk a little bit about the KPZ-07 first. Now, the KPZ-07, in a general point of view, it can handle, it has a good gun handling. Definitely. I noticed though in the video, Wargaming is claiming that it's got a very strong turret. Really? Like, come on guys. No. It's not the strongest of turrets. Yes, definitely it has the ability to bounce shots, but don't forget that you're playing tier 10. And when you're playing tier 10, there is a gold infestation from the opponent that you have in front of you. And gold can definitely pent this turret. Especially these guys here. Those two, the sides next to the gun manlet. Those are really penable if you find someone in front of you that it keeps loading gold and pulling the trigger. You're gonna find out that it can pen your turret with not the greatest of difficulties, I must say. On the other hand, your front is quite covered with this shovel ingenuity that they have had. But also, in typical German fashion, you got quite a bit of a commander's hatch. Cupola is of a a bit bulky. It's a bit German. Let's put it that way. The cupola is a bit German. It's a little bit on the thick side. And of course, that's a spot that, yeah, it's going to be an invitation to be shot at, definitely. Now, mobility, quite good. It's quite a mobile tank. He is not going to be struggling to move around. That is a fact for sure. The gun also has its German qualities. It's quite a decent gun. It's quite a decent gun, and it doesn't really need vertical stabs. That's why, in my case here, I have chosen to go with a bit more hardening, a bit more armor. Definitely the gun rammer and the vents for an overall enhancement to the crew and performance. So yeah, more or less you can say that he plays like a Conqueror, like the British Conqueror. It's similar to that, quite similar. But that's a quick intro to the KPZ-07P, the Tier 10 Heavy. Now we can go to the second tank that is going to be available tomorrow at the assembly shop on the 1st, which is this guy here, the OBJ452K. Good thing for the gun, big boomstick. Big boomstick. 560 alpha gun. It's a big boy gun, definitely. The turret is very good of this tank. But also, despite the fact that it's a big boy gun, it also has the other characteristics of the Soviet tanks, which means unreliable. It's not going to hit every shot that you get. Armor-wise, very good. Especially as a hold down, which is, yeah, mostly the games that you're going to be finding yourself playing. Yeah, this guy is a beast. The turret is very good. It's got a very good turret. But it's got a weakness, especially when you're hold down. Try not to get yourself lower than the opponent's gun because of these guys. This commander hatch, if you're hold down and you find yourself a little bit lower, be careful. This can be penned. This can be penned quite easily. It's basically it's a total weak spot of the turret. This commander's hatch is a total weak spot of the turret. But from there on, if you're facing it head on, it's got armor. Now, this tank is not very flexible, and you need to think about what kind of equipment you would like to use on this one. For my personal preference, definitely the gun rammer, and I went with a bit of experimental equipment on this one. Survival improvement, a little bit more hit points, and stuff like that because it's a bit slow. And the second thing I went with was the mobility improvement. I wanted it to become a little bit faster. So I wanted more engine power. Give me a little bit more speed. Now, if you find that this setup does not work out, I will be subbing survival improvement with the vertical stabs because of the gun being quite trolley. Like we said, big boy gun, 560, but typical Russian, it can troll you. It can troll you big time. And that's about it for these two tanks that are going to be coming to the assembly line from the 1st of August up to the 4th.